Guys, I started my period. Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So today I'm gonna be telling you about the first time I got my period. Anyways, if you're not like comfortable with hearing about periods, or like if you're younger and haven't started your period and don't want to watch this, then you can click out if you want. And if you're a boy and you feel awkward or like uncomfortable watching it, you do not have to watch it. So like by the title you guys should already know what it's about. And so yeah, nothing really gross. I'm like not really gonna be talking about anything gross. So I was like going to 6th grade, so it was like summer, 5th grade summer. Like yeah, so she was at work at the time and I was home with my sisters because it was summer. I went to the restroom and like I like wiped myself and I saw blood. And I was like, what the heck? Like I started freaking out. But I already knew about periods and everything because I had like older like tias and everything. Then my mom told me about it and like, you know. So I had already knew everything about it and I knew that like I knew how to put on a pad and everything like that. So I was just surprised, and because whenever I wiped I was like very surprised. And I didn't have a phone at the time because I was like in 5th grade going to 6th grade, and I didn't get my phone like until 6th grade. And so like all we had was the house phone, which was this like you know, it's not one of those like landline things. It was like you know the long rectangular house phones that you have to like sit into something to charge. Well, we had one of those. And so I yelled my sister's name. I forgot which one, but I remember yelling like their names and I was like, guys, I started my period. And like I wasn't happy. I was like shocked. And so I told them to go get the house phone because I was going to call my mom and tell her that I started, but she didn't answer. So then I called my tia and she didn't answer. Then I called my other tia and she didn't answer. So I was stuck at home, like I didn't know what to do. And so I just put on a pad and that was pretty much it. It wasn't anything big. There was like blood on my underwear, but it was like, because you know, if you're a girl, you know that whenever you first start your period, you like bleed brown. Whether like you wipe yourself and you bleed brown on there, or you like spot on your underwear, you like bleed brown. And I was just like confused. Like I was confused, but then I knew about it, you know, like I just had mixed emotions about it. But afterwards I put on a pad and I think I showered. I don't like really remember it like too much. I just remember calling everybody and nobody answered. And yeah, I also remember that after I after I put on my pad and told my mom like when she got home that I started my period, I always remember calling her into the restroom and telling her, I was like, Mom, do I need to change my pad yet? Because like I don't know, I would always ask her that question like all the time because I didn't know when I needed to change my pad. Like I just thought like once you saw blood on there you change it. Yeah, that was just like very weird experience for me. It wasn't really anything tragic. So hey guys, I'm assuming that you guys just watched the part where I talked about my experience with my period, and or you just saw the intro. So whichever one it is, basically I just want to talk about periods for girls who haven't had their period or don't know what it is or anything like that, or don't know how to deal with it like the correct way, you know? So I'm just going to be talking about that. First off, I want to talk about what a period is. So period is a release of blood from a girl's uterus. And of course it comes out of the vagina. This is because she is normally getting towards the end of her puberty. So before everything, like before you start your period, girls usually go through like getting hair in certain places, depending on your like genetics, because some people don't usually grow hair. But I know for sure like most girls grow hair down there. And they also grow hair under their armpits and on their legs, which is normal. It's like a part of life. So that's one of the signs you're getting closer to starting your period. Another sign is about 6 months before you start your period, you'll notice discharge, which could be clear, like it could be a clear color to white or a creamy color, and it's usually thin and sticky, or it can also be thick and gooey. So either way, there's no telling, but most people get discharged before they start like their periods. So if you notice that, then just like be on the lookout for your period. Also, before your period, you probably feel like really like sluggish, like maybe like drowsy, and your body hurts and everything, which is normal. A lot of girls experience pain before their periods. Like for me, I have tender breasts and lower back pain. And I also experience cramps on the first day because that's whenever I'm heaviest. Like I mean like my flow is like heaviest on my like first few days, but like as the days keep going, my flow gets lighter. Like the first and second days are the worst for me. The third day and fourth day are like not so. Some symptoms you may experience are abdominal cramps, breakouts, fatigue, tender breasts, bloating, bowel issues like maybe constipation or diarrhea, whichever, or like both maybe, headaches, mood swings, lower back pain, and acne. When you like most girls do get acne before. I personally only get a few like pimples. Like you can already tell because I'm about to start my period. I get like acne around this area, and maybe like sometimes on my forehead, and a little on my chin. Like I only had one so far right here and like a couple right here. But I limit how much I touch my face to avoid having clogged pores and just a whole bunch of other things that could play into creating pimples. So yeah, that's like a few things that you could like probably tell that you are about to start your period. Like everyone is different. So if you have not had your period, don't worry. Like literally you're not missing out on anything. And I know birth control can help like lessen the pain and make your flow go a little bit lighter. Also, I heard there's this thing like another form of birth control which completely stops your periods, and I know one of my cousins had that. Like they don't have their period because of how like bad it was. If you're comfortable doing that, I would also recommend doing that, but I don't really know all of the side effects and everything to that, so don't take my word for that. Like do your research, have your parents do your research about it and everything like that. I heard like I don't know, birth control also helps with certain things and could also have many downsides like mental effects, which is like depression and things like that, and it could also make you more prone to having acne. So just know if you're sacrificing not having your period, you're also sacrificing gaining more effects on your body because it's just not natural to your body. It's just weird. Like unusual for your body not to have your period. So of course there's gonna be side effects to it. So also yoga helps with your period. I saw this one YouTuber. She said that like her period used to be so bad that she couldn't even get out of bed in the morning, but she did yoga, so that actually helped improve her cycle. Another thing is I would recommend having a set of underwear dedicated to your period because we all know once you start your period, you're gonna bleed. And sometimes if you don't have the right pads or your flow is really heavy, you can bleed through and you will stain your underwear, whether like any underwear that you love, like whether it's from Walmart, Victoria's Secret, anything that like comforts you and you like, do not wear them. I would also recommend wearing 100% cotton underwear. I would recommend changing your pads frequently because bacteria does build up, whether you just like, you know, bacteria is always going to be there whether you change your pad like every 3 minutes or whatever, every 8 hours it's going to be there. So I would recommend changing your pad frequently according to your flow. If you view my videos, or if you are viewing this video and you are younger and have not started your period and are about to, or you're experiencing some of these symptoms and it's your first time getting your period, I want you to know that it's okay. Like literally it's so normal. You might feel like a little bit different and everything. It's because you're growing and that's okay. It's part of life. Also, and if you're older and haven't started your period, you're not missing out on anything, honestly. Like it's also like very painful, so you're so lucky if you have not started your period. Also, a lot of people do not know this, but I don't know, maybe younger viewers do not know this, but if you start your period, you are now fertile, which means you are now able to have children. So just watch what you're doing. Once you start your period, just be careful, you know, like where you go, the things you do. So yeah, I would just be on the lookout for those things. I'm sure I already said this, but I would invest in a heating pad. That also helps loosen my cramps. It helps with back pain. I experience like so much back pain on my period and it's just like too much for me. But yeah, drink lots of water on your period. It'll help you a lot. Also, yeah, so that's like all of my like major tips and my experience with it and some of the things that you guys should know as a girl or like a person who's growing up. You should like all be like able to access this information, whether you get it from a parent, a teacher, a counselor, a cousin, like an older person, you know. You guys should know about this stuff and about your body and how it's changing. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and like, comment, subscribe, you already know. And I will see you guys whenever I make another YouTube video.